Hi, honeys. Welcome back. This is Honey Talks, and I'm sure you missed us. I really am sure you missed us. I am 1/3 of your host, Cynthia, and I'm here with my girls. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hey, I'm Felicity. So glad to be back.
Hey, I'm Lily.
Listen, we're all so giddy because this is season 2. Can you believe it? I hope that you watched us on Instagram season 1, but we're back and we're better. We're here in the Artiesten, a beautiful salon and creative space in Amsterdam Oost, and we have an amazing crew behind the scenes. So you can say we stepped our game up.
I would say so.
We stepped our game up.
The levels
To it all. But girls, it feels so good to be back together. Can you believe that it was, how long has it been? 6 or 9 months?
It feels
when we
like
first
12
started this?
years.
It feels like 12 years.
But I think I think it's a year since we first kicked off.
For sure.
Something like that. But then, let's see, we did season 1 on IG Live, and that was like May through July or something. So yeah, it's
9 months.
9
It's
months.
been a while.
Yeah. It's been a while,
Been a
but
hot
you know,
minute.
we made it through the rain.
We made it through. We're ready for it all now. We can handle it all.
Absolutely. I want to take this first episode kind of like to catch up, not only for us, but also for our audience who maybe are second-time listeners, but also for the new listeners to know what's been up with us.
Hey, new listeners.
Hey.
So let us take it back to 9 months ago. Let's rewind. What has been going on in your life? And don't go on a tangent now because we can say a lot about what's been going on.
The world is on fire.
As Prince once said, "Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today to get us through this thing called life."
How was these past 9 months for you in a nutshell?
I think the term I used in season 1 was like a roller coaster.
A roller coaster.
Now life feels better. I've settled into it, but yeah, I mean the struggle was real, right? Like in the beginning of this lockdown and going through everything as a freelancer, a lot of us lost a lot of work, and living far away from my family during a pandemic is just about as awful as you could imagine.
tough,
So,
yeah.
you know, the struggle was real, but I've got friends, my girls that helped me get through. And listen, we're here now. We're in this moment. We made it this far into 2020, and I'm
move.
alive and kicking, baby.
We keep it moving.
Yes, we here.
Feliz,
How about you?
girl?
I'm good.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I'm here. I'm ready.
Good vibrations.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I know, it's been rough.
Yeah.
It's been tough. We've been through it all, like we just said, but I don't know, I've found my peace.
I like that.
I'm a bit tired though, but
Yeah.
it's not that I'm super stressed about the whole lockdown situation. No, I'm over that.
No, but we had
Live
time
and let
now
live, honey.
to settle into this like weird new world, you know? I think the first couple of months were just like, what's happening every day?
It was so foreign to us.
so
as well.
foreign, and now it's sort
no
of
one
like
saw this coming.
you actually check your pocket for a mask,
Yeah.
and that's such a different thing.
Oh my goodness. Quickly about masks. I almost missed the train this morning getting here to set. And I was sprinting for my life, trying to get my train card. And who would ever thought that Mitt's run? So what is that runner called again? The Jamaican. You should know.
Usain Bolt.
So Mitt's Usain bolting to the train. I was like
Miss
putting
Bolt.
my mask on, and it felt like slow motion. I was like, what is this world? Like, it was so strange. But indeed, like, the masks and us are one now. They ain't going nowhere.
I mean, I'm here for it because I just want things to get under control again.
yeah.
Just gotta level up life.
I'm here for Future's hit to become a number 1 again. Mask off.
Ooh.
Mask off. I'm ready. I'm ready for that to be the number 1 hit again.
So on point.
He is gonna get some shmoneys with that.
Oh yeah,
Trust
I'm
me.
sure.
The world
Licensing.
is gonna be ready.
Yeah, we are ready for that.
But okay, talking about these past months, I mean, you feel great.
Yeah.
You
I feel
know,
much
you feel
better.
much better.
Levels better.
But what would you say? Like, let's toss some infrequently asked questions in here. Yeah, that's what we did in season 1 as well. Just to like warm up the conversation. What do you do to hype yourself up in the morning? How do you keep this energy alive?
Well, funny you should ask, because you know I love a good kitchen dance-off. So, I mean, yeah, I just like to get the radio on or get a nice playlist on and just dance around and get hyped. This week I'm like obsessed with Megan Thee Stallion's new album.
Okay, body yaddy
Yes,
yaddy.
I'm like body yaddy 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 yaddy. I'm like, did you write this song for me? Thank you. So yeah, just getting a vibe. I mean, I think that's also a struggle when you're like living solo.
Yeah.
If I don't make the vibe myself, ain't nobody gonna do it for me. I'm like,
Exactly.
Butler, put a record on,
Echo
Butler.
on the Butler. Ain't no Butler around.
So yeah, I would say this morning I totally listened to that song. So that was my hype girl song for the day.
I can definitely see that as a hype girl song. What
Yeah.
about you, girl?
I listen to gospel in the morning.
Take it to church.
Yes, a little worship and praise.
Oh, a little wop,
Oh,
wop,
a
wop.
little wop.
Wop, wop, wop. Yes, or some reggae. I like the old school, like the
And it's a mellow
Yeah.
flow into the
yeah.
day. I
It's
like
mellow,
that.
but it's still like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the like real heavy stuff.
Yeah.
But like a good gospel, a good reggae song. Yes, I'm. Then my energy gets higher, and then I'm in the shower like, okay, yes, let's go.
Do you also take an entire sound system with you into the shower?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I have
Yes.
speakers, waterproof speakers in my bathroom.
Oh my
Oh, you're
goodness.
prepared. I'm taking it
Yeah.
with me every time I go.
I take
to the
everything with
shower.
me. I curate a playlist. If
Yeah.
I don't like the song mid-shower, I will step out of the shower.
Yeah,
Put something else on.
Yeah,
not playing
and
games.
continue.
not
Because
playing games.
my go-to in the morning, like I said, is gospel and reggae.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need a little bit of extra, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to channel your whole vibes. And that's
what you need
different
today.
playlists.
That's why I had Meg going this morning.
I understand. I feel you.
What's your song, Sin?
I don't have a song specifically. It's definitely music, and it depends on the vibe.
Yeah,
So sometimes
and
it's
what
a
you
little
have
more
to do.
mellow,
What's your
sometimes it's
deadlines?
hype. But what I also do to keep myself like hype and motivated in the day is like when I get out of bed, maybe this sounds a little bit cheesy, but I really firmly put both my feet on the ground and I practice gratitude. So I'm like, I say something positive, like what I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
And it's been something I've been doing for years and it's now part of my routine. So just to center myself, and it could be like, I'm grateful for waking up. Sounds a bit like heavy, but it's true, you know?
You
Sometimes
gotta go
you
for
don't
all of
wake
it,
up.
especially this
Or
year.
it's like, I'm grateful that I get to see my girls today, whatever it may be. I practice gratitude and then I put the music on blast.
I'm into
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I
That
should
sounds so
say,
good.
I have to do it. It's like, yeah.
I should be honest though, because my day is not like just jump out of bed and I'm twerking in the kitchen. Like
Yeah.
there is a transition from the sleepy Lily to the hype Lily.
Transition means snoozing 7 times.
Yeah, at least 3 or 4. But what I do, especially on days, you guys know I was working on this really big writing project the last couple weeks. So to kind of get my brain awake, I try to stay off screens. And
Yeah.
okay, this is a really dorky secret.
you
I make my coffee. And I love to play bananagrams in the morning. It's like a spelling
that?
game.
Bananagrams again, because I heard you talk about bananagrams
I love
before.
bananagrams.
Is it like a Scrabble?
It's basically like Scrabble on the go. So it's like this little bag shaped like a banana. And then you can do it by yourself. You just pick 21 letters and you see how many words you can make. So, but again, as a writer, that's kind of the stimulation I need. Just
Get
kind
your
of
juices flowing.
Yeah. But
because
then-
you get your brain in action and you're busy with words.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
For all the creatives out there and writers, listen to Lily. Purchase yourself a bananagram and get your juices flowing, y'all.
I got Linda into this.
Oh, I like
Linda,
it.
who was our guest for one of the previous episodes.
Also for creativity.
Yeah, so
The topic was
highly
about
recommend. Highly recommend
it.
some kind of like, puzzle or something like that.
I
Yeah.
like it a lot.
Okay.
Okay, so another question that maybe will take a while to think about, but what do you need now more than ever? What have you been missing lately that is different? Like, is it something that you might have taken for granted, but now you're more aware of the restrictions you have towards it? Whatever it
Yeah.
may be, what are you missing?
I
more
need
than
a
ever
break.
these times?
I'm
Yeah.
missing breaks.
She needs a kid-free holiday.
Oh man. Honestly, as a single mom, 2020 was the most challenging year. Sis is tired. I just need a few days off, but off. I want to go offline. I don't want to do any work. I don't want to do any home stuff like
Offline and
dishes
offshore.
stuff. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
and
the
I need
dream.
rest because 9 months, I don't know, this year it goes by so fast.
Yeah.
And for the last couple of months, I started a new job and we started producing the show again. So it's been a lot is going on.
Yeah.
Overstimulated.
And it's fun and it's amazing and we're doing a great job. But it's the end of the year.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, a little bit of rest before you take off again.
For sure. And this is kind of the craziest last few weeks, right? So hopefully you'll get a little bit of that soon,
Yeah.
one of these days.
I think, soon. But at the same time, it's weird because I'm not defining myself by work. But after summer, when I started working again, and I had a really good structure going on. Like I had, by day I was working and at night I was just chilling and doing some other projects, but nothing really heavy. I could still go to bed at like 10, 11.
Yeah.
So I think that was the time I felt the most like myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
In the
would-
cold.
The funny thing is, although for me at least, I can't do all the stuff that I'm used to doing,
Yeah.
I actually really feel most like myself now because you spend so much more time with yourself and so much more time with your thoughts
Yeah.
and emotions. And sometimes, that's really confronting. But at the same time, it's so good. It's also a part of growth and it's a part of understanding yourself to an even deeper degree. So at the same time, even though you can't do all of the stuff that you're used to doing, I also feel very connected to who I am now. And I feel
Yeah.
like I'm taking who I am now and everything that I've learned from the past year into an even better
Yeah.
version, although
me.
this
Yeah.
version is pretty litty
It sure is.
in 2021 and beyond. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But the topic
I
of this
agree.
week really is WTF, because we can't swear over here. WTF 2020. It has been a year, and we're already talking about it. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, dive in it too deep, but I want to know two things. One is, and I'm just doing this spur of the moment, so my brain is like,
I'm
okay,
nervous
what you
now.
wanna
I'm
ask?
nervous. What you gonna ask
Two
me?
things. Let's see it as a peak and a pit. Okay.
Yep.
So your pit is the sadder moments or the moments that you're not proud of or the badder moments, to put it that
Yeah.
way. And your peak are the more positive moments. So let's start off with, what was your pit of this year? If there was one moment where you really was like, oh, damn, that was either rough or
Yeah.
something happened, maybe, you lost a job, whatever it may be. What was that pit for you? And I'll start with you, Feliz.
I think I had two moments recently and during the first lockdown when the kids were still at home from school.
Oof, yeah.
And it's about the same vibe because back then and what I experienced a few weeks back, that feeling like you're so tired and stressed of caring for everyone. And I was like, I was kind of mad, like, okay, but listen, sis is tired. Can somebody help me? Or and the people you want to take care, like you want them to take care of you, to step in.
Yeah.
They're not doing it. And that kind of hurt me.
It was a disappointment.
Yeah, because I was at the end of the, like I really needed a break. I couldn't handle it anymore. The kids were home for like weeks already.
Oh my God, yeah.
So I was like, okay, now I can do it by myself. So that was a moment where I felt like, like all the feels.
Yeah.
But
And I really
yeah.
believe that the real ones show up in the darkest of times.
Yeah, for sure. And it
Yeah,
takes a
that
village.
is a
It
shit.
does take a
absolutely.
village.
But the funny thing is, I'm so grateful for my friends and my brother and like the people around me, my community. But
Yeah.
there are some people who I shall not name,
Ooh.
where I'm like, you know what? It was your turn. Where were you? And that gets me angry.
Yeah.
Although I'm really happy
Rightly
that I
so.
have my community and that, we're fixing it anyway. It's like it's
But
fun.
is that because I totally get you when you say that when you're disappointed that the people that you show up for don't show up for you in certain moments. Is that because you feel like you deserve that in return? So it's an expectation regardless? Or is that because you feel like I've put so much energy into it, so it needs to be
Reciprocated.
reciprocated? There we go.
Well, in this case, I'm like, it's your duty.
Yeah.
It's not even about expectations because my expectations are already so low. But still, yeah, you always have expectations. You always expect someone to do better or to do something, but that's not how it works. And sometimes you get disappointed then, and that's that. But it wasn't that big of a deal. It was just like a few
they're not
moments.
Live and learn,
excommunicated.
though.
They're not
Live and
exiled
learn.
out of your life. I mean,
Yeah, and I have to deal with them.
and if there's
Well,
one thing that's
that's
a
the tea.
fact,
That's
if
the tea.
Felicity says she's gonna deal with you, run.
Watch out.
I don't know where you're gonna run to, but you better run fast for us. You better run real fast.
I'm coming for you.
Oh, she's coming for you.
Yeah.
Lily, what about you?
But she didn't say her peak.
No. We're getting
Oh,
there.
we're getting back. We're just doing
We're
pits.
stirring the pits first.
Okay, we're starting with the low points. Well, I mean, I touched on this before, but definitely those first few months this spring where the whole world kind of broke down. I broke down for sure, and there were a lot of different elements, living abroad and being a freelancer, being in charge of everything. It's such an amazing experience, but it's a massive responsibility. And then you just I'm pretty resilient, I came over here by myself. I've made it work for 10 years, but damn, your girl's getting knocked down. It was just one punch, two punch. And those couple months, and I feel like March, April, May, I don't even remember. I honestly was just in a fog and totally overwhelmed. And, adding on to that, not being able to see my family, not being able to see anyone. I mean, we were on FaceTime together, and that was the highlight of my
We
day.
even worked out through FaceTime.
We did.
together.
You did some Zumba with
We did
me.
some Zumba, some
Yes.
salsa, some ay caramba, some twerk. Getting there.
Yes. I mean, yes, I got to dance. That's all I have now. No more clubs. So yeah, that was just a dark, terrible time, and I never want to go back to that. I mean, again, I learned a lot. It was reflective, and there's lessons we take away, and we grow stronger. But I don't want to do that again.
Feeling of, I felt so lonely at some
Exactly.
point. When I felt like I'm carrying all this weight of the kids and my own responsibilities and jobs are canceling and all this stress was going on, I just felt lonely. I'm holding it up. I'm trying to, but I can't.
Yeah.
And I need a break. And I'm at that point now. Well, I'm not at that point in this
getting
moment.
there.
Yeah, if I don't take a break now, I will get to that point again.
Yeah.
And I don't wanna.
Yeah.
Because it's not that deep. I wasn't depressed. It was just a moment where I was like, fuck.
For me, my pit was definitely everything surrounding Black Lives Matter and the conversations that we had to have with certain people. It was so draining. I physically felt sick.
Yeah.
I had sleepless nights. I just did not feel good in my entire body. And I've had conversations with people where you just presume, especially in a work environment, where you just presume that they would do the right thing or think about it the same way you do, and then you realize there's some skeletons in people's closets.
There's a lot of ignorant people out there.
There are some, I don't want to say necessarily racist, but I said it.
I think you just said it, girl.
You just
it is
really
what it is.
realize
It is what it is.
that there are people that think about basic human rights not on the same way as you do, and it's super confronting and it's super frustrating, and it got me really mad and sad, and it was just a really dark place and dark moment to go through. That being said, BLM, or what we believe in and our lives, this is our entire life story. So
Right.
for us, it's not anything new. It's kind of like the world woke
Yeah,
up. And
like
was
they get
oh my
it
gosh,
now.
there is racism in this world. Oh my gosh, girl, tell me about it. Did you?
Oh my god.
And I was like, yeah, where have you been? Yeah. But I mean, I'm happy that we kind of woke up, although I feel like we're getting back into slumber mode. I'm not saying we need to be loud all the time, but it's just, I can go on about this for a long time, but it was just not a great moment. So that was my pit. And that's it for the negative energy. Let's bring it right back up. Let's bring it right back up,
Let's go.
Yes.
Okay, what was
your peak? Your peak. And this time I'll start with you,
Yeah,
Rose. What was your peak this year?
I'm just gonna hype myself and say my peak this year was surviving this year because
I'm a survivor.
I'm even starting to, thrive, not just survive. Like maybe we could say flourish. I don't know. And yeah, I think summer gave me a new life, a new energy, and I kind of just took August. The work kept bouncing back and forth, and that was just so hectic. And I just kind of took August. I was like, it's Europe. Nobody works in August. Why am I trying to work in August? So I took the month of August just off, chilled, did my thing, worked on my own projects.
You're a real European now.
Well, but in America, y'all better keep me because I'm not going back to America after this. No.
Not in America. Not today.
Not today.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But. Yeah. I mean, we're not going back to the
negativity.
negativity.
With thinking
we're not.
about
Yeah. I'm already like America. Full stop. But yeah, no. Summer really revived me, and I would say like. I really just took time for myself and didn't feel any type of way about what I got to do every day or these things that's like weighing on my mind. And I mean, yeah, also we were a mess for so many reasons and just taking that time to heal myself and do the gratitude journals. And, I was like doing my pen pal club. Y'all know I was writing all those postcards and painting them and stuff. So yeah, just kind of getting back in my groove. I think that was my peak, and I'm just
Lily got
rising on up now.
I like it.
Lily got her groove back.
Yeah,
Hey.
girl. What about you?
My peak. This whole year, I think my peak really started at the start of this whole shit show in March.
Okay.
Yeah, because I realized so much. It was a whole big ass mirror in front of me, and I was like, okay,
For sure.
what we're gonna do? And realizing that I was way more in survival mode than I thought I was made me change up the way I thought I wanted to live. I don't know, things changed, and that gave me so much good energy. It was like, okay, you know what? We're not doing this.
I like that.
Yeah. So. The peak is ongoing still.
Yes.
We're growing.
That's what I like.
We're doing things. We're moving things, and I'm here for it.
The peak is popping.
The peak is popping. I like it. I like
We're here
it.
to stay.
My peak, what was my peak? One thing for sure was, like I said, I've been incredibly fortunate to have great projects this year. My financial situation really took a turn for the better. So that was definitely a peak for me because, as a business owner, you invest a lot in your company.
Yes.
You have some wins, you have some losses. And although in the industry that I'm in, my company was at a standstill, that was definitely not cool. But it gave me time to invest in other projects and invest in my bank account. So I really like that. That was definitely a peak. And yeah, like I said before, just being more in tune with myself and coming into my own even more, and just I feel good. I feel settled. I don't feel not that I felt lost before, but sometimes you have this restlessness, and I suffer from anxiety. But even in moments of anxiety, so I was like, okay, you know what to do to get yourself centered again, and I just feel good. I feel strong.
Yes, that's what I like to hear.
Let's keep this on this positive note and play a little game.
Okay.
We love to play a little game, and this game is a little most likely to, just like season 1 game night episode. So y'all should have your name cards in there. So how this works is I'm gonna pick out a question, and we can go around, or I can pick them all. It's all good, but at the same time, we're going to show who we think is most likely to do said thing on the paper.
This got us
Do we
into a
get
little
it?
trouble last time.
This got us into a little trouble. So whenever y'all are ready.
You ready, girl?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
A bit scared though.
Yeah.
But I'm ready.
You
Well,
know
here
she's
we
coming
go.
at us.
Yeah.
First question is an easy one. Most likely to cancel plans at the last minute.
Oh.
Who is most likely to do that?
I don't.
Okay, on 3.
Okay.
Wait.
This is a judgment-free game, right?
This is a judgment-free game.
game.
1, 2, 3.
That's me.
All right, but we're seeing
cancel on
things
your
clearly.
ass.
We're eye to eye.
Why I think she would be most likely to cancel is because she got kids.
Yeah, she got
y'all.
kids.
She
The
got
girl's got
kids. So
kids.
you have
Yeah.
the cancel card.
I have
You're
the
allowed
cancel
to have
card.
the cancel
Yeah.
card.
Also, I do that sometimes. I try not to, but there has been some situations where I was like, you know what? I'm not feeling it. I don't want to go out.
I feel you on that one.
That's
And
fair. That's fair.
And then I'm just not going. And then it's like last minute because it's within a few hours.
Yeah.
It's not like 10 minutes before that. I will never do. That's just
Yeah.
disrespectful. But an hour before we hooked up, or 2 or 3 maybe, and I'm like, you know what?
Nah.
This ain't it.
It's not a
today.
vibe.
I used
Yeah,
to
I
be
will
such a
cancel them.
people pleaser, and I would always say yes to meeting up with people, even if I didn't feel like it. And I'm talking about years ago when I
Yeah.
was much younger. And at one point, I was like, no is an even more powerful answer if you really ain't feeling it. Don't
Yep.
force yourself to do stuff you don't want to do. So now I will never make an appointment if I don't feel like doing it.
No, it's
Yeah.
not worth it. And that's a positive takeaway, like a positive life change that a lot of us have
Yeah.
experienced this year. So it's
For
not all
sure.
bad.
But it's not this year. I've learned that in the past couple of years, I think. Yeah.
yeah.
All right, next question.
Okay.
Most like these are all easy ones. I want to find the juicy ones, but
Okay.
let's do this one quickly,
Okay.
and then we won't go into it that much. But most likely to book a trip only 24 hours before departure.
Oh.
I think we know this one. Well, yeah.
I'm between. Okay.
But
All right.
Okay, 1, 2.
1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. Can I do 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I choose
Yeah,
Cynthia
if it's
and
2,
I.
then it's
Yeah.
Lily and Cynthia, but it is you.
It is for
Yeah.
sure.
But
I love a
honestly,
for sure
spontaneous
you.
trip.
It's because you are the travelers from the
Yeah.
3 of us.
Yeah.
But
I'm
she's
not that
really
much
all
of a
over the
traveler.
place. She's gone more like
But I'm all about my thing. And one of my sisters, her name is Miriam. We have this saying that we're the adventure sisters. We could be in bed at 6 p.m. and at 8 p.m. be on a train to Paris.
I'm
We're
here
like,
for
it's
it.
an adventure.
Yeah.
We've done that so many times. I love a good adventure, but at the same time, I also love to plan. I'm a Capricorn. I think Capricorns are, quite planners as well. So I already know, like, for example, now I have a project going on. That's going on until about April. I'm already planning on May 1st where I'm flying to.
Can we go somewhere for my birthday? Because my
Let
birthday's
us.
in April, and y'all know the world is
Let us.
Yeah.
locked.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm
All
going
right.
to find a juicy question. And if it ain't
Juicy.
juicy, I'm going to pass it and we're going to move on. Oh, we got the juice.
Oh shit!
Oh, we got the juice.
The juice.
Yikes.
Okay. Oh,
Here we
like,
go.
now I'm scared.
Let me lubricate my throat for this one.
Okay, come on.
Most likely to stay up all night, sexting with a stranger.
Stranger.
Who is most likely to stay up all night, sexting all them dirty
This is
things with a
also a
stranger?
hard choice.
Whoa,
Okay.
Okay.
On 3.
I'm ready.
uno, dos, y tres.
Cynthia. Me? No way.
No, I'm not really sorry. I meant Felicity.
This is facts. This is facts.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna lie. If there are children listening
she got a
right
boo
now,
thing, so
I
she's
hope you
not-
don't know what sexting is, but your auntie Cynthia be doing it.
We're here for it. And always support your
Auntie Cynthia
aunties.
can give you all the tips and
Auntie
tricks.
Cynthia be
She can give you
sexting.
all the tips and tricks on
I'm
how
not
to
lying.
sex,
I
baby
feel
girl.
like
she got
Auntie
you.
Auntie Felicity might do the same.
Auntie
We might
Felic-
be in a boat.
Yeah.
With us.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
probably
but with
sexting
a
the same
stranger?
person, not a stranger.
Sexting with a stranger.
Get it, girl. Get it, girl.
Okay, next one. Next one, and it better be fun, because now we on a roll.
Now we're rolling.
Now we are where I wanna
Elevated.
sit.
Elevated.
Nah, this ain't the one.
Okay.
It was who's most likely to join a reality show. Everyone, sign us. You need us on
Yeah.
your reality show, so it's a
That's
no-brainer.
a fact.
Yeah.
Most likely to end up owning 11 cats. Are we keeping this one? Do we
No.
wanna know?
That's. I don't think any of us would do that.
She.
I don't-
Yeah. This
I don't
girl-
even. Okay, I don't want
this
to say
girl
that
will
I'm not
end
into
up
pets.
With, I don't know for certain if she will end up with 11 cats. But it's
For the
a
ones listening, this
possibility.
girl is Lily that we're
Okay.
pointing to.
By the way,
Yes.
I did have pet chickens,
See?
but that was a long time ago.
Listen, I'm gonna start filtering these questions. out,
11
'cause-
cats. No.
I got one.
Okay.
Oh.
Here we go. I'm ready.
Who is most likely to catfish someone on the internet?
Oh yeah, I know this
Ooh,
one.
Oh, yeah? You do?
I actually don't. I feel
No,
like
I
this one's a bit
don't.
hard.
Really?
Oh, you gonna do me?
I didn't say that.
I feel it in your energy. I don't catfish. This is what you get. Like it or love it. You ain't got an option. Ain't no negativity. Like it or love it. This is what you get.
This
Okay,
is
most likely to catfish. Ooh,
Yeah.
I really find this hard.
No.
Don't, I apologize in advance. I don't mean it in the wrong way.
I did. Yeah.
Three.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh, actually, I changed
I
my
said
mind.
Cynthia.
I said Felicity.
Oh, well, damn.
So we each voted. You said me.
Yeah,
We each
so
voted
we
for
voted
each
I
other.
wanted to do you first too, but then last minute I changed my mind.
Why y'all
But
think
why?
I'm? Because I'm single. I'm catfishing.
Well, I can answer why you think I'm catfishing because I'm single. I'm catfishing.
Because she up all night with those late night sex.
But
You know what I'm saying?
I keep it very real. Very real.
I don't have time to play games. I don't have time for
I don't
games.
have
No,
games.
why did you think me? I have 0 fucks to give. I'm like, why should I catfish?
That's true.
Like, did you see
I just feel like
this?
the actress in you, Cynthia.
Is
The
she an
actress in you.
Too?
Yeah, but
You
you do
an
all these.
actress
Yeah,
too?
but you do character. I don't know. I just imagine you're doing characters and like you
I
know.
will
It
catfish
is
you for an
fun, though.
Oscar. I will catfish you for an Oscar and 48.7 million on my bank account. I will
Yes.
catfish you gladly.
Okay.
But I ain't no catfish.
I feel like
keep it
she'll put on a
real.
different wig
keep
and
it real.
everything. Like she'll switch up the
I
characters.
have never put a wig on in my life on my
What?
head.
Oh,
For
me
acting?
We are
neither.
moving on.
Anyway,
ladies.
okay.
Yeah.
We all don't agree, clearly. clearly, the real catfisher is our camera lady, Riri.
Riri!
Behind the scenes.
Brr,
Okay,
brr, brr, brr,
she's the one. She's nodding
Yeah.
yes, y'all. She's nodding yes. The next one has also something to do with texting.
Uh-oh.
And the word EX in there without the S. Anyway, most likely to drunk text their ex.
Oh, shit.
Drug text or drunk
Well,
text?
it's the same
Sorry,
thing.
sorry. I already had my sip,
You're
so I'm
not
already
sober
slurring.
texting.
Drunk texting an ex.
Drunk. Ooh, I don't know.
But like an ex that's a friend? Or an ex
Like-
that you're
like
trying
Ex is
to...
an ex.
It's
You never
an
got
ex,
to make it all
like-
complicated. The good ex, the bad ex, all the exes.
Okay.
Right.
Who's gonna drunk
Okay.
text?
1, 2, 3.
Well, I have my answer now.
I have all three of us. I feel that at one point in life we all have done it.
I have
can tell
been
you-
there. I have been
I
there.
am
I've done
telling
it.
you right now, I refuse. My pride has built up over
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
one
yeah.
boyfriend ago, I did this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
I'm not really good with letting go.
Oh, really?
Like,
I'm
yeah,
like,
that was the
bye.
thing. I couldn't let it go. Really, I
Really?
was struggling with letting it go. I was like, "What the fuck?
Really?
Why would not,
That
like,
surprises me,
come
Felicity.
see me? Let's.
We've
yeah.
all
What?
been there. We've
Yeah,
all
it
been
was
there. I
so-
think in
oh,
the
it-
past.
Y'all saying this because one of my prior peoples was visiting me before the lockdown? Is that why you picked me? Because we
picked all
friends.
three of us. So
No.
I will say I have received many ex texts this year. It's like, and I'm just like, I'm gonna let that leave it unread. Unread.
Really?
Yes,
haven't had
because
an ex
everybody
text
was
me
like
this
bored in the quarantine.
But
And
I
I'm
had
not
a
texting
dude
exes.
about a month ago who I never even dated, but it is someone in my sexting pool. Did I say that? Yes, I did. And he said the other day, he said something, it wasn't even that saucy, but the next morning he woke up and he was apologizing for sending that
Amazing.
text. And he was like, sorry, I drunk texted you. And you know how I reacted to it? I was like, oh, bless your heart. I'm so flattered. Thank you for drunk texting me.
Yeah.
I'm happy I was on your mind when you were intoxicated. We ain't even down like that, but okay.
But you know.
Okay, one final
Okay,
question.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Ain't not this one. It's waking up with a burrito. I don't know. I didn't have
That's
breakfast, so I'm
100% me.
I
would have
didn't
chosen
wake
to.
up with it, but the moment I came in here, I was having fried rice.
This
with
is
a
the
lot
I
of
love a
pepper.
savory breakfast.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I'm
love it.
talking about.
This
Okay.
is the one.
Uh-oh.
This is the one.
I'm scared.
Again, it's adult content, but it's all good. The question is, most likely to listen to classical music during sex. Classical music. The violin strings. Because is it that sad, your sex?
Okay. First off, classical music can be very uplifting. Let me just say that before we vote.
We all know who
No,
thought of
it's
this
not
question.
sad.
Here goes my answer then.
One,
This is a fact.
three. Lily. We're in sync with this one.
But why though?
Because I love classical music.
But you can get down on it. Like
I'm not saying I'm trying to get down. It's just like
Like the
if it's on,
moment-
it's on,
But
and
the
then it's
moment
on.
You need to hear Megan Thee Stallion. You're going for the
No,
classical
listen,
music.
I'm not
You're
like-
twerking in your kitchen all by yourself in the morning, like, hey, let's get this day. And then when you're getting down, you're playing classical
A
music.
four-piece orchestra.
No.
Listen, I'm just saying I'm not against it. I'm just saying that wouldn't be a deal breaker for me. But it also, I listen to very uplifting classical music. So I mean, what can I say? I'm
I
a
listen
classy
to classical
gal.
music, but you know, I have my
You're
own
saying
classical
you're gonna
music.
stop and be when the moment's happening sporadically. You're gonna be like, "Yo, hold up, let me go change it on Spotify."
I mean, if
I'm gonna
the-
just roll with the
if the
flow.
strings are matching the sadness of the performance,
Why do
then
you
yes.
think it's always sad? Classical music is not always sad, and that's a fact.
No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Marie Antoinette me. But
And
what
she
is-
was a freak.
and she was a freak leak. How you like it, daddy? Anyway, I have a story though about
Okay,
this.
uh-oh.
One time I was hooking up with a guy and I had the longest crush on this dude, like months.
Okay.
Months. And we were building it up and I was like, ooh. And then one night he finally asked me out on a date, but it was at his house. This was before Netflix and chill was popular.
Okay.
So I didn't know. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's gonna cook for me in his house. Oh, how cute. I didn't know that was code for getting down, but okay.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know, I love my hip hop, especially my old school hip hop. I'm a huge Wu-Tang Clan fan and whatnot. Clan, not clang. Oh my gosh, the alcohol in my system. Anyway, and we, you know, started to get down. And he was like, wait, I'll put something on that you love. And he put on Busta Rhymes. Let me tell you that I don't know this man. I feel sorry for this man. And please tell this man to never contact me again. Like, and I was like, yo,
No. You need something with some rhythm.
what is this? And also,
Like he was Woody Woodpeckering you or what?
well, now you say Woody Woodpeckering me. It was the weakest D game of my
really?
life. And then I remember, I was so disappointed because I had put this whole man on a pedestal.
Oh,
This
no.
This whole man
This
on
whole
a
man.
pedestal for the longest.
This is the moment.
I just need a moment. Let me just walk off set. I don't know if this is too much information, y'all, but
I'm here for it.
I'm
I like to
sharing.
know. Tell me about
Because
baby
I was in a
Cynthia.
relationship before that for the longest time, you know, until like I was 19, until I was in the relationship until, okay, whatever, details. Anyway, I broke up with that dude and I didn't have sex for a year in the meantime, right? So this was the second dude I ever had sex with. And I was like, ooh, I'm ready to get it on again, little baby Sin. I was in my 20s. But then,
But you had some years of experience, right?
well, with my ex.
With your ex, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because we were together for 3.5 years, 4 years,
yeah.
whatever. But, so I was ready. And then this dude, you know, the night was going well. He had cooked beautifully. I remember it was salmon with spinach.
You
things I
remember
loved.
details.
Wow.
It was a cold winter night.
Before she started drinking so heavily.
It was end of January because it was like, I think a week or two after my birthday. Anyway, those are the specifics. The specific that we need to know is that this man had the weakest D game of his life. In Dutch, there is a type
your
of meat
life.
called, he got to live with that D, so it's also with his life. But You know a knockwurst? So a knockwurst is a long sausage, but a very frail sausage. So it can knack, it can break real quick.
A Slim Jim, I think we call that in America.
English. I felt like a Slim Jim was entering my body.
Oh, no.
But the thing is, I didn't feel anything entering my body.
Oh,
but
no.
That's okay. Again, those are details. But the worst part is, he put on that music, we had the Slim Jim, and the next day he said, "Ooh, Cynthia, I don't know what you did. I think you broke my back. I have sprung a muscle in my back and I cannot get off the couch." And I was sitting there, reading my magazine while this message came in. I was like, I don't know if we were in the same bedroom, child, but I don't know who you had sex with. But
I don't know this man. I feel sorry for this man.
I feel sorry for this man.
That sucks.
That really sucks.
So do you still listen to Busta Rhymes when you're trying to get it on?
I love Busta Rhymes.
I love Busta Rhymes, but that was just not it in that moment.
No.
I'm so sorry.
And he also played Wu-Tang. And I was just like, you're just doing this because you think it's cool now. You think like, oh, this girl loves her hip-hop music.
Sexy vibe.
I like Fleetwood Mac, Dreams. I'm not going to be sexing to Dreams by Fleetwood Mac either.
No. And in that case, I would say choose the classical over Busta Rhymes. That's my advice.
Basically,
Classical music is the way to
I'm
go.
traumatized. But let's wrap this whole conversation
Yes.
up, ladies.
What's
Thank you for that insightful story,
this
Cynthia.
Was a
I never knew.
Good anecdote. I love it.
Honestly, it feels so good to be back together.
Yes.
Yes, this is way better than the internet's IG Live.
Yes, now we're here together.
Shows.
We
Yeah.
can see
Even though
each
that
other.
was great, you can still watch it on our Instagram at
Yes.
House of Notoire.
Yeah.
But let us cheers with our favorite drink, Amarula. We can say the drink.
Cheers.
Just
We
can't
can
show
say
the
it.
bottle.
Okay, yes. Okay, Amarula.
takes me
This
back.
is to season 2 of Honey Talks. I hope you all enjoy. Thank you so
Cheers.
much for tuning in. Here's to my girls. Cheers,
Cheers.
cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
And let's
Cheers.
sip it up. See you next episode, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that's the good stuff. Bye.
Oh, it's good.